A circle C has equation x squared plus y squared minus 6x plus 8y minus 75 equals 0. Part A, write down the coordinates of the centre of C and calculate the radius. So I'm going to rewrite this equation by completing the square. So first thing I'm going to do is group up the x terms. Then I'm going to group up the y terms. And we'll have to keep the minus 75 separate for now. So completing the square on the x terms, I'll half the 6 and take away that 3 squared. Now doing the same thing to the y terms, I'm going to half the 8 and take away that 4 squared. Now moving all of those constants to the other side, the 9, the 16, the 75, this gives me x minus 3 squared plus y minus 4 squared is equal to 100. The 100 coming from the minus 9, the minus 16, the minus 75 taken to the right-hand side. So this tells me that the centre of the circle is the coordinate 3 minus 4. And the radius of the circle is the square root of 100, which is 10. We're then told that a second circle has centre at the point 15, 12 and has a radius of 10 also. We need to sketch both of these circles on a single diagram and find the points where they intersect. So here's my set of axes. So let's draw the first circle first of all. It's got a centre of 3 minus 4. So 3 minus 4, I'll plot that there. And it's got a radius of 10. So it's roughly going to look like this. Right, with the second circle, it's got a centre of 15, 12. So 15, 12 is going to be all the way up here somewhere. And that also has a radius of 10. Now, the question I'm thinking is, how should I draw this? Will this look like this, where it doesn't intersect at all? Will it look like this, where it intersects in 2 places, here and here? Or will it actually just touch this circle here? Now, given the way the question is worded, where they touch, it makes me think it's probably going to be this one here. So I think it's probably going to look like this. But how do I know for sure that they're just touching here? Well, the centre of the circles were the points 3 minus 4 and 15, 12. If I work out the distance between those two, which I can do by working out the change in the y coordinates and the change in the x coordinates and doing a bit of Pythagoras. So the change in the x coordinates from 3 to 15 is 12. The change in the x coordinate, the change in the y coordinates from minus 4 to 12 is 16. And by doing a little bit of Pythagoras on that, I find that the distance between the centres of those circles is 20. The length of this line here is 20. And considering that I know the radius of my first circle was 10, and the radius of my second circle is 10, that means that they touch together because the 10 and the 10 add together to make the 20. And not only that, it tells me that the coordinates where they intersect is in the middle. Is in the middle of the 3 minus 4 and the 15, 12. So all I need to do here to work out the coordinates where they intersect is work out the midpoint of those two coordinates. So the middle of 3, the middle of the 3 and the 15 is 9. You can do that by just adding the 3 and the 15 together and then divide by 2. And then for the y coordinate where they intersect, if I add the minus 4 and the 12 together and then divide that by 2, I get 4. And there we go. We have sketched both curves, and we know that they're going to touch at one point, and that point is going to be 9, 4.